Hi, welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. So we've built the Roycroft pack. I've actually rucked with this pack already. Right now I'm going to show you how to properly pack a Roycroft pack frame. So we know from the Roycroft build video that the bottom back piece is designed to have a slight curve to the back, if possible. So we know that it does have a front and a back to it. So we're going to start by putting your side of the pack down on the ground. So we're going to load the back side of the pack. Now, like anything else, there's a ton of different ways to do this. I always start, if possible, with my biggest cover element. That's going to be the basis of my pack. So I'm going to be using my emergency space blanket. The plastic emergency space blankets work just fine. Those are usually 5 by 7. I think this is like a 6 by 8. Maybe this is a 6 by 7. I'm not real sure. But a natural fabric or something closer to fabric works better than the slick nylon plastic. You can use what you've got, but this seems like it holds up a little bit. So with the pack frame laying down, I'm going to go ahead and spread my tarp out. I'm going to put, you can feel through and feel where the actual pack is. I'm going to try to put the middle of the tarp in the middle of the pack. You know, and if in doubt, you know, you can feel right here where the basis of the pack is. So this is in direct contact with your back. What you're going to do is pack this, and it's going to actually extend past the frame and it's going to touch your back. So you're going to find your softest things that you're going to be carrying and put those right against your back. I'm going to put my shemagh in there. This is the case that holds my tarp, and I've got drum liners in here. So that's pretty soft. I'm going to put that in there. I've got my hammock with me today. Now if I put this in here just like it is, I found that it creates a really bad bulge right away. It works better for me if I unpack it and spread it out a little bit. So any blankets, any shirts, anything that you have that it's soft, that's going to be your first thing. And then after that, you just progress out. You know, I've got my bandana compass. I've had my 10-piece kit tore apart here, so it's kind of good that I'm packing it up again anyway. So I've got the bulk of my 10-piece kit still in my haversack here, and I've showed this haversack before. It's got a loop specifically for the Roycroft. So, but just for the point of this video, I'm going to pretend it doesn't, and I'm just going to add this as bulk. I've got my water filter here. So now we're starting to get into the harder objects that you don't necessarily want to ride against you. Alright, so now that I've got most of my gear here on the pack frame, I'm going to go ahead and draw the sides up to the pack itself. Now I'm going to draw the bottom up, all the way up to the bottom of the backboard. Now what this does is this gives me a natural envelope, so nothing's going to have a tendency to fall out of the bag. Now in here, I still have access to anything that I'm going to need quickly. So like in my instance, I'm going to put my water bottle in here. I'm going to put some cordage. You know, just something so you don't have to pull this whole pack apart each time. So rain gear, you know, work gloves, anything like that that would go, that you might need quick, is going to go on the top once this bottom is already folded in. Alright, so once again at this point I have all my softer items. It's going to be packed first, pressing against my back, progressing out into the harder, bulkier items. I've folded the two sides in, you know, enveloped up the bottom. Anything that's quickly accessible, like my water bottle, I got a pocket here at the top that I can add so it doesn't have a tendency to drop down. I'm going to fold the bottom down and tuck the edge. So what that does is that gives me a smooth top to this, so that, you know, rain, dirt, bugs, sticks, everything that I've got tends to glide off the pack and not get caught up in my gear. Okay, so I got a small hank of paracord right here. I'm going to go right at the very edge. up. Go around the top. Come up to the bottom. Now I'm going to start Xing it in. I'm going to go on this side, cross it over, go to this side, cross it over. So I have to get the paracord between the upright bar and the pack. Okay, for my last hitch, I'm going to go just like a ridge line. I'm going to put a trucker's hitch on the end of it. I'm going to go around my last bar. Go through the loop of the trucker's hitch. Torque it down. Okay, now any type of longer item, I've got a shovel here, but if this was an axe or a saw or any type of tool like that, you can go between the webbing and lock it into place. So this is a basic pack technique for the Roycroft pack. You're going to take your biggest outermost garment, usually a tarp if you have one available, and then wrap your gear in it softest towards you. So one of the key features is going to be this bulge in the back. This keeps the wooden pack frame away from your shoulders. When I've done my rucking with the weighted Roycroft, I don't have that luxury. I've just got bare wood on my back. Not comfortable. You can get by with it. This is a lot more comfortable. Pushes everything away from your back. Just make certain that you have soft items closest to you. If not, you'll just have to rearrange your bag. So this is just my technique. Practice loading different things. Different items are going to take different lashing techniques. The zigzag is going to be a standard. Wherever you see it looks like it's loose, caddy corner the string from one corner to the next, bind it down, and continue doing that until you have it nice and secure. And with all Roycroft packs, no matter what your improvised webbing material, it's all going to go on the same. I've got a bite here in the middle of the line. I'm going to pass through from the back of the pack to the front of the pack, go over the top of the loop, create a lark's head. So compared to packing just the steel plate in my haversack like I have been doing on my rucks, you can see the air gap I've got between the wood and myself. So really all that's pressing against me, is my hammock, my shemagh, just a couple soft items. The rest of the gear is pushed away from me, including the hard pack itself. So go try packing it yourself. Every load is going to be lashed a little bit different, but that's just the basic of the technique itself. So try different objects, try odd-shaped objects, try, really oversized objects. So try it all, see what works for you, and really own this skill. This has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you next time.